Hi, it's Maggie the Irish Gypsy here to bring you your July 2020 general readings. We are looking at the first half of July, so July 1st to July 15th. This reading is for the air sign of Aquarius. Welcome everyone. I hope, as I always do, that you are all staying safe and well, out of harm's way, and trying to stay as emotionally balanced as possible in the strangest year I ever thought I'd live to see. And thanks for all that you have done and continue to do in support of this channel, your likes, your shares, subscribes, donations, just taking the time to tune in and watch the videos. Every single bit of it is appreciated and welcome. Thank you so much. So this reading is for Aquarius for the first half of July. So that's Aquarius Sun, Moon, Rising, if your Venus is in Aquarius, if you're cross-watching for an Aquarian. If these readings resonate with you, and you'd like to take a deeper look at something, reach out for a personal reading or information about that, just click on the description link below. Click on that little arrow. You'll see some info, contact details. You can email me at maggie1maguire@gmail.com. I'd be delighted to hear from you. I can usually respond within the first 24 hours with more info. And as I do readings full time, it's all that I do. I'm pretty diligent at working with everyone's schedules and mine to get readings set up in as timely a fashion as I can manage. So email me and I'd be happy, delighted to work with you. Watch all of your sign videos if you know them, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, because each one will bring in a little bit of additional information, perspective to kind of help navigate you through whatever's going on in your life during this time. Okay, Aquarius. Let's see what the first half of July has in store for you. I am using Legacy of the Divine Tarot. And if we need to clarify, I will be using the Gilded Tarot to clarify. We begin with the Six of Cups. Followed by Judgment. Temperance. Followed by the Queen of Cups. At the bottom of the deck, so overall focus and energy for the first half of July is the Ace of Coins. I took a look at the next two cards just because I felt compelled to. Knight of Swords, so there's some kind of information or news coming in, you know, messages, kind of exciting new messages, you know, kind of it's like a new start of some kind. Ace of Cups is right behind that as well. Could be new love and romance, but not really new. So what it looks like here is somebody is reaching out from the past, because that Knight of Swords, you know, is kind of like, I heard a reader compare the Knight of Swords to kind of like a mailman, you know, somebody who comes and brings in information, you know, news, brings that in, the Page of Wands, which is messages. So it looks like someone is reaching out to you, but it looks like there's already a historical connection there. There's some kind of history there. This feels like a second chance at something. Because we have the Six of Cups, which is a card that usually represents the past, history, nostalgia, childhood, parents, where you grew up, roots of origin, you know, long-term friends, old lovers, you know, people from your past or people with whom that you have that historical connection with. What clarifies and accompanies it is judgment, an opportunity to speak, an opportunity to answer for yourself. It's usually a card that represents, you know, because what does judgment mean? It means that you're being called to answer or having the opportunity to answer for, perhaps choose a different path over something that's happened before, right? So therein is the implication of second chance, reconciliation, or resolvement, because sometimes resolvement between you and somebody from the past doesn't necessarily mean coming back together again as a couple or moving on together again in the friendship. It can just mean resolving things. But it usually represents, you know, a second chance often a second chance, and because it clarifies the Six of Cups, which is a card that implies this has to do with the past, it's definitely something coming back, returning. Might be relationship, because I believe Venus is still in retrograde. And it looks like your challenge, and I think you're going to do pretty well with it, Aquarius, is in maintaining emotional balance in this, making sure to stay very well connected with your feelings and your intuition, allowing that to kind of guide you, and remaining very emotionally grounded, because that's what the next two cards represent, Temperance and the Queen of Cups. Although for some of you, the Queen of Cups might represent another person in this situation, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, or Rising. But on an energetic level, because Cups is the element of water and it's about our emotions, the Queen of Cups is a pretty spiritual individual in the tarot. And it can represent being in touch and being in a very grounded and balanced place with your emotions, because this is the Queen of Cups, the Queen of Water, the Queen of Emotions. She's grown and matured beyond that energy of the Page, who's very emotionally all over the place and really sensitive, and the energy of the Knight, who just goes rushing all over the place, promising the sun, the moon, and the stars. She's matured to, she's a queen now. So she's very in touch and in tune and aware of her own emotions and the emotions of people around her, but she's very balanced and harmonious and responsible with that too. She trusts her feelings, she allows them to guide her within reason, but they are the horse that she rides, not the other way around. That's what she's learned through all of her evolvement and maturation process. So it's a card about trusting in that as well. And Temperance is, very similar. Temperance is about staying emotionally grounded, not allowing outside circumstances or people or even your own emotions to kind of take you out of that emotional grounding and into a bunch of other drama where you get to be all over the place. This is about kind of staying very emotionally in touch and grounded in one place. With whatever this is coming back from the past. I mean, the overall energy is new beginnings, practical new beginnings. It can mean moving, relocating, new job, maybe an unexpected sum of money coming in that enables you to have a practical new beginning. So let's clarify some of this. Let's clarify the Ace of Pentacles. Pentacles, this is coins here. It's known as Pentacles in other decks too. It's governed by the element of Earth, so it's often about things in our physical day-to-day life. Money, finance, resources, property, assets, even like relationships and things that make us feel safe and stable, our physical selves, financial, material environment. So the Ace represents a new beginning in that. The Four of Wands, which is the happy home card, celebratory energy, one of sometimes weddings. Page of Swords, information, maybe looking at you, maybe somebody who's been trying to follow you on social media without telling you. Knight of Cups here at the bottom, an offer, an opportunity. Yeah, it's probably relationship oriented. I mean, well, it's obviously a relationship or some kind of connection between you and somebody else, but it may be like romantic energy. There's definitely like a second time around, second chance, possible reconciliation or resolvement of this. The new beginning is in your home, maybe financially and materially. I mean, it could be for some of you that it's just financial and material energy. It could be a second chance at a new start that you didn't take before or weren't able to manifest before, and it might be around your home, because that's what that Four of Wands is, home and family celebrations. It might be weddings in terms of relationships. It might be the actual home property itself. Maybe it's a chance to go back home again. Maybe it's a chance to, buy your family home. Let's clarify the Six of Cups. definitely a second chance at something or someone from the past. And you're just really trying to stay kind of realistic and grounded during all of this. It might be for some of you a chance, because we have the Ace of Pentacles, New Beginnings, the Six of Cups, and Judgment. There may be a person or an issue, some situation from the past that you have a chance to resolve. If it was a breakup with, a lover or a friend or a family member, it might be that this is an opportunity. And I've seen a lot of this happen during the quarantine shutdown because of the pandemic. It bringing people together and successfully sometimes resolving past hurts and issues from the past. It might be that too. If it's not exactly romantically connected, it could be something else. Some other type of relationship with someone from your past, or even a family member. A chance to kind of set the record straight and set things straight. Yeah, the Ten of Swords is what clarifies this energy from the past. So a past betrayal of some kind, a chance to set the record straight, whether it's you with them with you, vice versa. And here's another ace, an Ace of Wands, having a new beginning again. And I think somebody wants to move quite quickly on this, whether it's you or them. And I think I don't see you making any specific. It looks like you're like, okay, let me try not to let my emotions get kind of out of control here. Let me see, is this sincere? Are they sincere? Am I sincere? It's trying to stay emotionally grounded in this. Let's clarify Judgment. The Ten of Pentacles, long-term security and stability, perhaps financially and materially. Again, a strong connection to home and family. Maybe there was, and the Tower at the bottom. So, maybe there was, for some of you, this has to do with family. Maybe there was some kind of fight or estrangement or separation between you and a family member, or you and some family members. Maybe it was over financial material issues or property issues. It could be that as well. For others of you, it is with someone from the past, but perhaps not family. It could be friend or an old lover. There was definitely a sense of betrayal here in long-term stability and security, whether that's money or the promise of marriage or moving things to the next level. I mean, it's going to vary, the details and specifics, but the energy is fundamentally the same. There was a betrayal in the past, a connection with home and family or long-term stability and security. So it looks like there's an opportunity to maybe set the record straight, get things more even, resolve things, if not reconcile. And you're just kind of trying to stay, kind of stable here. So let's pull one last card for advice and guidance for Aquarius on what's the best thing to do or to focus on during this period of time. Although I think you're holding it together pretty well, Aquarius. A very balanced, kind of grounded feeling here, which is going to be important in kind of navigating your way towards a second chance at either reconciliation or resolving an issue once and for all. The Five of Cups and Tower. This is regret over something huge that happened in the past, an apology. Temperance again. So you're right on track, staying grounded, trying to make decisions. Yeah, this is something from the past that was very, very difficult. Somebody saw as a betrayal, whether it was, somebody hurting or betraying you, or vice versa, or maybe a combination of both. There's always two sides to every story, or three, as that old song goes. Yours, mine, and the cold hard truth. Is that an old Eagles song? And I think you're being advised to, there's decision-making energy, but I don't feel like you're being advised to actually take decisions now, because it's old and there was a lot of emotion around it. So it's about kind of staying grounded and being kind of cautious and just letting things kind of play out and seeing what happens as time goes on. Okay, Aquarius, that is your reading for the first half of July. I hope you found it useful, helpful, not too confusing. If this reading resonated with you, or again, if any of them do, and you'd like to take a deeper look, get some information on a personal reading, or schedule a personal reading with me, you can click on the description link below, click on that little arrow. You'll see my email address, maggie1mcguire@gmail.com. I would be most happy to hear from you. I will see you all again in a couple of weeks for the July mid-month readings. Until then, as always, please stay safe and well and out of harm's way, and I hope to see you back here again soon. Take care. Bye-bye.